Good afternoon, my little friends. It's time for a story with Nana, and I have a sweet little story called The Dot. How creative are you? Do you feel like you have a talent for drawing, for coloring? Well, let's find out about this little itty-bitty dot. And it's by an author named Peter Reynolds. And he has a couple of other books that maybe I will share with you later. So, this is about the dot. Now, art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her seat. Her paper was empty. She was in an art class. She'd been given a paper, and she was supposed to draw something on it. Have you ever done that and going, I don't know what to draw. I can't draw. I don't know how to draw. Let's find out what she learned about drawing. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm, she said. Very funny, said Vashti. I just can't draw. Remember I said that? Vashti doesn't think that she can draw. The teacher smiled. Just make a mark and see where it takes you. Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good, strong jab. There. So she made a dot with a marker. That was her first. Her teacher picked up the paper. And studied it very carefully. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, now sign it. She made her dot, and now she was to sign her name to her artwork. There we go. That was her dot, the way she made a dot. Vashti thought for a moment, well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name. So she signed her name right underneath the dot, because that was her artwork. The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot. She had drawn her dot, and it was all framed in a swirly gold frame. Well, that's a pretty special piece of artwork. Her teacher thought, that dot is special. Just like anything that you might draw is special. I can make a better dot than that, she thought. So she opened up her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Wow, she went from not thinking she could, and now her teacher thought that she really could, and that dot was a piece of artwork. So now Vashti is going to try even harder. Vashti painted and painted. A red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow. She discovered that she could make a green dot. Did you know that? That yellow and blue make green? Vashti kept experimenting. Lots of little dots in many, many colors. Now her artwork is more than one dot, and they're very colorful. can make little dots. I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. You see that? There's the circle, which is a dot, a very large dot, and all the colors are all around it. Wow, did you know you could make so many things? She could paint a dot without painting. She is learning all kinds of exciting things. So, at the school art show, a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Look at all that artwork. Some are big dots, some are little dots. There's more than one dot. And there's her big painting with all the color making that one big dot. Wow, she's being quite the artist. And this one has all kinds, I don't know if you can see that, all different colors within that dot. And this one has lines within the dot. Wow, did you know you could do so many things with a dot? Vashti noticed the little boy gazing up at her. "You're really great artist. I wish I could draw," he replied. Or he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." There's the little boy talking to Vashti about her great artwork. Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper and said, "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. There he is. He's got a pad of paper and he's drawing a line. There's the line, and Vashti is looking at it. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle. It's not a straight line, is it? It's a squiggle line. And then she said, "Please sign it." So she asked the little boy to sign his artwork, just like her teacher had asked her to sign her artwork. Remember that first little dot that she made? Her teacher asked her to sign it, and then her teacher framed it and put it up on the wall in the classroom, and that gave the confidence to Vashti to go ahead and do more. And the more she did, the more she liked it, and the more she discovered. That's how life is. Sometimes things are hard, but the more we try, the easier it gets. No matter how hard it is when we first try, it can get easier and easier. So remember the story of the dot. It started out just a little dot, and then it became a whole art wall and so many experiments. So that's my story for you today, and I hope you remember that you can do anything. No matter how hard it seems at first, you can do it. There you go. Thanks for joining. Have an awesome afternoon. Mwah.